Alright, time for another math easy solution. Today we're going to discuss rational and algebraic functions and briefly explain what they are. Well, a rational function, we'll just write it here. A rational function is basically is just basically if you have f of x, it just equals would be p of x over a q of x, where these two are polynomials. They're just polynomials. You see with my other video what polynomials are. Polynomials. And the domain is basically whenever for what value x that it's basically all values of x except where qx equals 0. So it can equal 0. So you can have that x. So it's all x except that. All x or all real numbers except where q of x equals 0. So then you'll have whatever 0. And a simple example is just basically, well, fx equals 1 over x. 1's a polynomial, x is also a polynomial, and the domain is basically, domain is just x can equal 0. It can equal anything but that. And then if you were to graph it, this one would look something like this. This is x. This is on the positive side, but it's actually like this as well. Okay, and then if you were to look at, let's say, even a more complex equation, let's say f of x equals, let's say you have an equation like this, 2x4 minus x squared plus 1, that's a polynomial on top, and then divided by x squared minus 4, so that's just polynomial 1, polynomial 2, and if you were to graph it, this is basically a rational function. If you graph it, you'll have, well, basically x can equal, well, if you put it in here, this can be equal to 0, so then this is just plus or minus 2. Because if you put plus or minus 2 in there, you'll get 0. 2 squared is 4, and then, yeah, so then the graph will look something like this. You'll have, so can equal 0. This is negative 2. This is 2. This is x. This is y, and the graph just looks something like this. So you can never touch that, and then it goes something like this. I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, but I'll show you another video how to graph these. That's basically how it looks like. And then if you go to algebraic functions, these are basically any functions that you could use plus. You could use regular addition, or in algebraic terms like plus, minus, times, divided by, and even use square roots or root. These are roots. And basically, well, all rational are algebraic. Rational functions. Yeah, they are algebraic or algebraic. So if we were to look at some examples here, well, this one, fx equals x squared plus 1. Yeah, this one's algebraic. Even if you go fx equals, let's say x4 plus, I don't know, root x plus 1 plus x3. This is also algebraic. Yeah, because you could just basically just using the regular algebraic terms, plus, minus, subtraction, whatnot, and also the graphs of algebraic functions, they can vary a great deal. Like if you have f of x equals, let's say, x times x plus 3, this actually looks something like this. Oops. This actually looks something like this. Yeah, so, and then if another complex one you'll have, if you have something like this, like with these ones, the shape of the graphs can change. Like they'd have a great variety of different kind of graphs. And another example is, let's say we had something like x 2 over 3 times x minus 2 squared. Yeah, this graph actually looks something like, yeah, it actually looks something like this. It actually goes like this, and then it goes, it curves up and then curves down. So it just shows the great variety of it. And another example, let's say example 1. this is using real life. It's just the relativity equation. The theory of relativity. So mass of an object or equals f of v. It's a function of velocity. It basically equals your rest mass. This is rest, and this is this is basically an algebraic function. 1 minus your velocity. This is velocity, and divided by c. Divided by c squared. This is speed of light. So basically, what it's saying is if you're traveling 0, v is 0, your m is equal to your initial mass. If v equals speed of light, then your mass is infinity. So the heavier you are based on the speed, that's basically mass. That's theory of relativity. And actually, with Google, what you can actually do, you can actually find what c is just by. I'll just drag this in here. If I go, I'll just go to the quick search. C equals, well, that didn't work. I'll just write speed of light. Yeah, speed of light equals, okay. So basically, yeah, it equals that. Yeah, so basically, yeah, you could use that to find it. But anyways, yeah, so that's basically example of algebraic function. It's just function there divided by algebraic function. Okay. Well, that's these are some quick curves. I'll show you how to graph them, but algebraic functions has a great variety, and just basic rational are algebraic as well. Well, that's basically a quick brief explanation. Well, thanks for watching, and tune in for another Math Easy Solutions.